puppy.
Let's call it.
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy.
Aw.
There we are. We got everybody there. We got everybody.
I'm the bad guy?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Some of my favorite movies feature bad guys that are relatable to the viewer, like Dr. Mann, played by Matt Damon in Interstellar.
When I left Earth, I thought I was prepared to die. The truth is, I never really considered the possibility that my planet wasn't the one. Nothing worked out the way it was supposed to.
John Goodman as Howard in 10 Cloverfield Lane.
You think I sound crazy? It's amazing. You people, you wear helmets when you ride your bikes, you have seat belts in your cars, you have alarm systems to protect your homes. But what do you do when those alarms go off? Crazy is building your ark after the flood has already come.
That is legit one of my favorite lines in any movie ever. Just skip the ending, cause blah. And then there's William Foster, aka Defense, played by Michael Douglas.
You should pay a toll. Listen, fellas, I've had a really rare morning. I mean, I'm not in the mood to...
What should he pay? How about that fucking briefcase, man?
I'm not giving you my goddamn briefcase.
Douglas has said that this was one of his favorite roles he's ever played and was attracted by the screenplay by Abbey Rose Smith, who he himself was an actor at the time and not a screenwriter.
Abbey Rose Smith, the screenwriter who wrote Falling Down, is an actor himself. And I think it helped. And when I read it, I said this is the best part I've had since Wall Street. But Falling Down was great because not only was it a really good picture that had something to say, but it had a really good part.
Falling Down was directed by Joel Schumacher, who is best known for his Batman movies, but also films like The Lost Boys, Flatliners, and one of my personal favorites, Phone Booth. Robert Duvall co-stars as Prendergast, a retiring police sergeant who tracks down Foster and also deals with his own problems like his nagging wife, who has some serious mental health issues.
It's over. The sooner you get that through your head, the better. You are no longer in the law enforcement business. I want to know when the hell you're coming home now!
Amanda, shut up. Did you hear me? Shut up. And you have dinner ready and waiting for me.
That was awesome.
The film was inspired by real-life incidents of road rage and workplace violence that occurred in the late 80s and early 90s. Smith wrote the script based on his own experiences of being stuck in traffic and feeling alienated by the urban decay around him. The movie was mostly shot on location in Los Angeles, using real places and people as much as possible. Filming was also halted halfway through because of the LA riots.
I kept equating it to the LA riots. How people just went crazy.
Couldn't take it anymore. The LA riots happened right in the middle of a shooting. We were halfway through this movie and had to get our company off the streets and everybody home. Then a lot of the press called us and we were kind of congratulated on being so timely with our movie. It wasn't a time you were happy to have been timely.
Schumacher wanted to capture the authentic feel of the city and its diversity. He also wanted to show the contrast between the rich and poor areas and how they affected the character of Defense. Some of the locations included MacArthur Park, Venice Beach, Hollywood Boulevard, and Beverly Hills. Douglas received a Golden Globe nomination for his role, and Duvall was praised for a subtle and nuanced portrayal of a man who struggles with his own issues while trying to do his job.
Bye, everybody! Bye!
Don't forget me.
One of my favorite low-key scenes is the one where defense watches a man get arrested for protesting a bank that didn't give him a loan because he wasn't
Not economically viable. No.
One little detail I didn't notice my first time watching the movie was that they're wearing the same exact outfit, letting the audience know that they're the same person going through the same kind of problems, but taking different actions. And the one that's reacting the right way is the one that's actually getting arrested.
I don't want to be your buddy, Rick. I just want a little breakfast.
We stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
What are you talking about? We're 4 seconds late.
No, you're 30 minutes and 4 seconds late. We stopped serving breakfast at 10:30.
Ah, horse shit!
Rick, have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
Another one of my favorite scenes, of course, is the Whammy Burger scene, which is just, it's been parodied before. It's what made this movie really famous, to be honest with you. And it's just funny to me. Hasn't everybody wanted to complain to a fast food worker about not serving breakfast? No? Is that just my fat ass? Okay, well. But I really love the humor that's written into this movie, and this scene has some of the best of that.
Enjoying your meal? How about you, son? Is it good? And you, man? How's the food? I think we have a critic.
But if I had to go with the best scene, it's easily at the end when Douglas's character realizes he is the bad guy in this story. After all, in his mind, all he was trying to do was get to his daughter's birthday, and that resulted in a violent rampage across Los Angeles. It made $96 million on a $25 million budget, making it a commercial success. The reviews were mixed, however, just like legendary film critics Siskel and Ebert were about the film as well.
The subject is legitimate, of course, but Falling Down is more about exploitation scenes of Douglas blowing up than any serious investigation of Michael Douglas's psyche. Its script needed another run through the typewriter.
I liked it better than you did, Gene, and I think one element of the picture that you haven't really gotten into is that the movie is really about two middle-class, middle-aged white guys who both feel that their lives have basically been thrown away and were pointless. And one of them is Douglas, and the other one is Duvall, who has not been satisfied in his career as a cop. And their lives are on intersecting paths during this day. And when they meet out there on that pier, it's a terrific scene for both of them.
Schumacher, however, defended his movie as a satire of the American dream and a critique of white male rage. He said that he was not trying to glorify or justify the action of the protagonist, William Foster, but rather show how he was a product of a broken system and a violent culture. If you enjoyed this video, check out my playlist that I got set up in the description below with other videos that are just like this. And please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
I'm going home! Clear a path, you motherfucker! Clear a path! I'm going home!